pro of Germany recruitment, if you can please confidently raise your hand. I know there's quite a few apart, yes. Oh, that's quite half of the room.
Do you know what? This is an amazing opportunity for all of you to start working with us. So I'm excited about transforming everyone's journey here. So, once we get it up, so look, what students, or what questions are students actually asking? Oh, there we go. So, one, settling in, is it easy? Do I need to be fluent in German? What's it like to study over here? Are the career opportunities genuine? Is the investment worth it? So we're going to be taking a deeper dive into these and hopefully we'll get some feedback from you about what your students are asking you as well. So first off, settling in, Nat.
Yeah, settling in, is it easy? I mean, I know that you guys as agencies or institutions probably have loads of questions like this, especially if you haven't touched Germany yet. So this is why we want to come up with this topic. You know, how would students react? How would they cope once they come to Berlin at first with a new setting, new environment, new language, etc. I think the answer depends on where students will be placed at. For example, you know, in the general concept, you can see that in Berlin is very, I mean, does anyone here feel like you're not, you know, in the city where people don't, you know, expect to speak German only, or it's not welcome to international people? No, I don't. I don't speak German myself, but I feel very welcome here. You know, everyone speaks English to me, so there's no issue. First of all, it's the city that matters where student goes, in general, in principle. Second of all, choosing the university to place your students, very important. Like private universities tend to have supports, soft landings for your international students, because you know that in public university, which is also the great option to students and free education, etc. But that system might be quite different to private university. Like for example, myself, I represent University of Europe for Applied Sciences, and we have different departments that support the students. Even before they start, like we have Estudiar Week, not just my university, but other university under Gas Germany group as well. You know, students get prepped before they even come to Germany. That's very important.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. And one of the big things with international students is that they're a little bit different than domestic students. They have different needs, and they need special orientation week, special support for them, place for them. In bigger universities, like public universities, sometimes they don't get that. I think one of the big differences with the publics and the privates is private universities have smaller class sizes and specialist support for international students. So, is it easy for students to settle in? It's the same everywhere around the world. If students have the right support, they will settle in easier. So when you're looking at where to place your students, then think about, is the university set up to support international students?
Exactly.
It's like another thing, as Nat mentioned, that's really important and overlooked, is the city that they're studying in. So, as with anywhere in the world, if you're in a really small city in the middle of nowhere, you know, it might not be the most international place. If you're looking at places like Hamburg, Berlin, these are big international centres that have international populations, clubs, societies. It's much easier for students to settle in some of the bigger places and in the institutions that have more dedicated support for international students.
Stephen, can I also add one most important thing is the visa aspect? Because your students, once they arrive, I mean, most of the nationalities, right, they need to change to do the permanent residence. And the private university tend to offer immigration service visa for free. Like our university, we have included in the Estudiar Week, once they arrive, there's a station that they actually can go and meet the immigration lawyer free of charge for all campuses. And that's a support that we differentiate ourselves from others.
No, definitely. And again, it's about having the right support in place for the right students. You may have students who are fluent in German and are used to the system. Public institutions will be amazing for that. If your students are not used to that, you know, they may need some additional support. that private institutions can provide. So, one of the other ones, and I heard this about 12 times a day, do students need to be fluent in German to study in Germany? Sprechen die Deutsch? Nein. So do students need to speak German? Look, if they go to a public institution, they will need to speak fluent German because everything is in German. If they go to a private, we teach in English and give an English language environment for students. So while I would say students don't need to speak German, it helps if they can, it just helps settling in. What I think you need to be thinking about with your students is where are they going to settle in quicker and easier? And again, it comes down to institution and location. You're all here in Berlin. Can I get a show of hands? Who speaks German in the room?
There's quite a few people.
There's a few.
I know of.
Who doesn't speak German?
Okay.
Now, for those of you who don't speak German, have you had any issues getting around Berlin?
No.
Exactly. And look, and it's in big cities like Berlin, Hamburg, you can get by without German. In smaller cities, there's less German spoken by the local population. So when students first come here, they settle in easier with the bigger cities, places like Berlin, Hamburg, because it's got an international environment. I would always recommend students to learn German because it helps them settle in. It helps them get better jobs once they graduate. And they're in Germany, they should be learning German. I mean, at Gisma, UE, at all the GUS German institutes, we provide German language lessons for them. So we encourage it, it helps them settle, but they don't need to have German when they arrive. I think what we find, very funky, what we find is students pick up German quite quickly when they're here, especially if they've got some German language classes by the university.
I have some stats for that. Actually, it's published by ISET colleague. Yeah? No? Oh, hi. You published an article in March this year. Pardon? I said yes, that's right. Yeah.
So it's in the ISEF monitor, people, we all know it's genuinely true.
Yes. So there's a stat that collected student data that once students arrive to Germany, they become, they study German and able to achieve the B1 level within 2 years minimum. So that represents very important information that once students come here, no, they don't need German before they come if they study in English programs, but once they come, they develop the interest, of course, with the community, to engage, etc. Then they push themselves with the support from the institutions like our universities. I met a student at the campus and they said, I'm preparing myself to reach C1 because the company would like to have C1. They're okay to have B2, but since I'm in the environment, I know that I can do it. And these are the real examples that we see day by day by our students.
Okay, so what is student life really like? Endless parties, staying up late at night. No, this is not Berlin. Berlin is completely different. So look, what's student life really like? Look, it depends on the student, the city, the university. It's like anywhere in the world. Student life is what students make of it. So I think, again, when I'm looking at how do international students settle at university, it's all about the support that's available to them. And again, students need to look at, are there clubs and societies? Are there opportunities for me to meet employers? Are there international students the same as me? And when you're advising students on where to go and study, make sure that you're advising students to go to institutions that do have these support processes in place. And that's not just for Germany, that's for anywhere in the world. If you're in a small city, in an institution that's not set up for international students, your students will struggle. So, put in clubs and societies. Make sure that you've got different networking sessions for the students where they can meet similar-minded people. All of that helps them settle in properly and quickly. And if you look at private institutions, we do a lot of this because we're catering to international students' needs. If you look at Gisma, one of the things that we've just implemented, which I love, is a breakfast club. So it's every Wednesday, we put breakfast on for our students. They meet up, they can chat. We provide breakfast free of charge for them and give them a space to network and make friends and connect with their peers. And it's things like that that you need to look for, because otherwise your students are going to find it difficult, and if they find it difficult, they don't blame the university, they blame you for badly advising them. So what is student life or student life really like? It depends on the student, the university and the city. But bigger cities and institutions that have more dedicated resource for international students, they will settle quicker and they will enjoy their experience more.
There's one thing that your student chose to come to Germany because it's the gateway to Europe, the Schengen countries. One of the clubs at University of Europe for Applied Sciences offering to students is travel clubs. I was at the campus the other day and got to know that for this club, the next trip that we are taking students to is Switzerland. Last time they were in Prague. I wish I was a student this time because then I love to travel in Europe. I mean, this is so interesting to your student. Where are you from, if I may ask?
Yes, Russia.
Russia. Okay, so your student would love to travel around Europe, wouldn't you? Yeah? Like, I think that's a plus point for international students. We have different kind, not just, this kind of travels, but of course academics, we have writing hub, we have different things. So, and the latest one, we're gonna have the career fair at our, University of Europe campus, Gisma campus in Berlin. It's like 15 minutes from here on the 6th, which is on Wednesday. We have lots of corporates and companies. If you guys are free, jump in, go see what it's like. It's super easy, by the way, but you'll see for real that how we actually support students, and students can really spend their time in their life in Germany.
Okay, look, another one, are career opportunities genuine? Wow, this is a big controversial topic. So, our student, hands up. Which of your students, or hands up if any of your students are looking for career opportunities when they go overseas? I would say everyone in the room.
Everyone, yes.
Yeah, that's the main driver of student recruitment and global mobility. So are the opportunities genuine in Germany? Well, if we look at the facts, students get the opportunities there. So the question is, does Germany actually have the opportunity? So Germany is an interesting one. It's the largest economy in Europe, the third largest economy in the world. And it needs 400,000 skilled migrants every year to keep the economy growing. In January alone, there was 632,000 job vacancies in Germany. It's predicted by 2028 there's going to be about 750,000 job vacancies in Germany. So Germany needs more skilled migrants. And German policy is these migrants or these places will be filled by international students coming to Germany, getting trained in the right in-demand areas and progressing into the workforce. So, are there opportunities in Germany? I'd say yes, more so than anywhere else in the world. And I think that's what's driving international student recruitment to Germany now. Obviously, we've got high quality, affordable programs, we've got amazing opportunities, but the big, big thing is that need for skilled migrants coming into Germany.
If I have a question, if anyone get it right, you will get a special dinner with Stephen and myself. Let's put it that way. There's a stat number, the percentage of retention of international students stay in Germany after 10 years. I hope my colleague doesn't answer this, but anybody can guess what's the percentage? It's quite interesting. You think it's 70%? Is it 20?
66.
66? Close, but not yet.
65.
65, 65. Plus, let me know. Yes.
60.
60.
No, higher than that. It's higher. It's actually 40 to 45% after 10 years.
After 10 years?
Yeah, after 10 years. What does it mean to you? And that's the stat, throughout the time, right? How about now, when student demand and, things are changing, support system, Germany is the winner.
Big time. Look, that stat for me, like over 40% of international students staying in Germany after 10 years. That just demonstrates not only is there a need for students to come here, the jobs are real and they're valuable. People want to come over and stay here. So yeah, our career opportunity is genuine, 100%. So we're getting told we have 5 minutes left. I'm going to see if we can get another 10 minutes out of it. We'll see what we do. So look, is the investment worth it? Now again, this one is tied to outcomes. So the question is, like, do students get their money's worth when they come here?
Yes.
So for that to be true, you need to have good quality jobs once you graduate and affordable education. More so than anything else. Really high quality, affordable programs that lead to genuine jobs. So there's a few stats about Gisma I want to share. So 88% of our students get a job before they graduate. 77% of our students get a job that pays between 55 and 60,000 euros per year. 66% of our students get a managerial position on graduation. The other stat I really like, 99% of our students are in a job related to their major. So is the investment worth it?
It's about
Yes.
the support system, isn't it?
It is.
If you haven't worked with us Germany team, Gisma University, University of Europe for Applied Sciences, BSBI, and others, please, feel free to come and chat with us because we have our support system for international students. And we're happy to support you and let you know more about the details like the employment rate and so on. Yes.
What is your table number?
Very good, thank you very much. We are from Gus team, going to be at booth 18 and table number 41. Thank you very much. Okay, from UE, how about Gisma?
Look, when you come in, you can't miss me. I'm the attractive guy with an amazing haircut. As I'm based on the Gus Pavilion when you first come in. Come and grab me. I'm always happy to talk, to help, to see what we can do. But you can't miss us, you can't miss me. Come and have a chat. So, let's see, one more thing. Any questions from you? Apart from where can you sign up and start sending me students?
GusGateway.com.
Exactly, GusGateway.com, come see us. One last thing actually. Tomorrow evening we've got a Gisma session where we're going to be giving updates about new destinations, new programs, new initiatives. So at 6:45 in the Pullman, so 6:45 to 7:45, right between your final meeting here and the party here. So the idea, finish your meeting, come over to the Pullman at 6:45. We've got canapes, we've got drinks, we've got amazing updates about how we're doing with Gisma. Do that, then come back over here for the party.
When you say new destinations for Gisma, are they in Germany?
Maybe not in Germany. I can't say anything else at the moment. It's all top secret, but come over to the Pullman at 6:45 to find out more.
Okay.
Exactly. We recommend you to connect with Gus team, especially German team. We have lots of updates, new destinations that we cannot say at the moment, but feel free to connect with us. Also, once you finish ISEF event, the last day and the next day before you fly out, if you have more time, our campus is always open for your visit. If you're interested, feel free to come.
Thank you.